My name is Roy. Back in school, I was the president of a biker gang. Now, I'm the boss of the Sutherland family, with 15,000 members. That said, only a handful of friends in the same crew know about it. I don't tell my friends about my current life because it could create distance between us, or worse, attract troublemakers. I just want to hang out with them as a regular guy. Today, some of my old friends and I plan to get together for a drink. Yo, long time no see. I headed to the bar we'd agreed on and greeted my friends, who I hadn't seen in a while. They were all guys from my gang days, but now they'd become corporate workers and had mellowed out a lot. Roy, you look as lively as ever. You're not looking so bad yourself. Nah, not really. I'm struggling every day, trying to please my boss. We all laughed, realizing we were in the same boat, as we swapped complaints about work and our wives. Just then, the door opened, and in walked a stunning woman. Ha! Isn't that Erica? Now that he mentioned it, it really was Erica. I thought to myself, just my luck, running into trouble like this. Well, if it isn't Roy. It's been a long time, hasn't it? As soon as Erica spotted me, she immediately came over. Why couldn't she just ignore me? I am sick and tired of thinking so, but Erica always gets involved with me on one occasion or another. Yeah, it's been a while. I heard you're a corporate worker now? Huh? Oh, yeah, that's right. Are you kidding me? You used to be so strong, and now you're just a regular corporate worker? Even the former president turned out to be nothing but an ordinary man. Yeah, that's right. So, did you come here to drink with your husband? That's right. No other man interests me, you know. Oh, is that so? Then maybe you should hurry back to him. A woman as stunning as you chatting with other guys would make him jealous, wouldn't it? Oh, trust me, he would. Roy, don't you ever regret letting me go? I glanced at Erica. The other guys often say, a woman as beautiful as Erica? I'd never let her go. Honestly, I don't feel that way. But what would happen if I told such a thing to a proud Erica? I don't even have to think about it. Yeah, you're right. I still regret not being able to say yes back then. Erica looked at me triumphantly. See, Erica used to be the president of an all-women biker gang. She was beautiful and tough, and every gang leader wanted her. She knew her own beauty and strength well and refused to acknowledge guys weaker than her. At the same time, she arrogantly believed no man could resist her if she showed interest. There was a time when Erica fell for me and asked me out. But I already had a girlfriend back then, so I turned her down. That earned me a spot on her grudge list, and every time we crossed paths, she'd find some way to pick a fight with me. Eventually, I decided not to argue with Erica. It wasn't worth the trouble. Erica taught me a lesson: when a woman holds a grudge, it can get real messy. So I thought the person who married Erica must be in a lot of trouble. So, what's this? A pity party for corporate workers? Yeah, pretty much. If we don't vent with friends now and then, the work just gets too hard to bear. Corporate workers are so pathetic. If you need to whine in a place like this, that's truly sad. Mafias don't have that problem. Why didn't you ever become one, Roy? You could have aimed for the top. Austin looked at me. Out of everyone here today, Austin is the only one who knows I'm part of the mafia. He even calls himself a fan of mine. Because of that, he doesn't like seeing me insulted, and his expression had soured. Well, yeah, I probably could have become a mafia boss, but being a corporate worker suits me better. The truth is, I'd always admired the life of a corporate worker. More than anything, being a respected member of society, walking freely under the sun, and sharing drinks with coworkers after a long day. There's less pressure in that. Right now, I feel crushed by responsibility. It's all futile, though, since I was born to lead the Sutherland family and had no other choice. Suits you? You, of all people, who were so strong. Now you're telling me being a corporate worker suits you? You've gone soft, Roy. I can't believe it. Back then, you were like a sharp knife, taking down anyone who attacked you. Now, you're a rusty blade with no edge at all. You can't stay a kid forever. You're not the same as you were back then either, are you? Well, maybe I don't have the power I used to. But my husband is mafia. He's an underboss. So he's nothing like the guys around here. Honestly, not choosing you back then turned out to be lucky for me. Yeah, you're probably right. Even if I had picked you, I couldn't have kept you happy. So, I guess this worked out for both of us. So you're saying all things must pass? But if someone picked a fight with you, you'd still fight back, wouldn't you? No, I wouldn't. If I got hurt, my family would worry about me. Wow, you really are pathetic now. It's hard to believe. But I guess this is reality. Whatever. You lost your edge the moment you stepped down as president. No one could trust someone like that with their life. At least you knew when to quit. Yeah, that's right. I realized that this life is what suits me, and that's good enough for me. You're a tiger who's lost his fangs. What a boring man. That's when Austin, who'd been holding it in, finally spoke up in a low voice. I've had enough of this. You don't know a damn thing about Roy. Huh? And what is it I don't know? Hey, Austin, stop it. No way. I can't just sit here and listen to this. Erica, do you really think Roy's turned into some weak, washed-up nobody? He said it himself. He looks like just another average guy. You're blind. Roy's the real deal. He's mafia. What? No way. It's the truth. Hey, Austin. Sorry. I meant to keep quiet, but I can't stand hearing her talk about you like that. Even if that's true, he's probably just some low-level thug, right? My husband is an underboss of the Eldon family. You can't compare to that. What did you just say? Hey, Austin, knock it off. It's not worth it. Maybe, but still. You think you're so calm and composed, huh? Austin, you've always been Roy's lapdog, haven't you? And I see nothing's changed. Wake up already. Why are you still sticking by a weakling like him? If you're going to follow someone, it should be a real man, someone like my husband. You idiot. You're just mad because Roy turned you down all those years ago. What did you just say? Yeah, that's right. Roy never gave a damn about a woman like you. You're joking. Like I'd ever want him. Austin, you're the one who's pathetic, clinging to the memory of Roy as some big-shot president. If he really were mafia, he wouldn't be bragging about it like that. Yeah, maybe you're right. Roy. See? No point in defending him. A tiger with no fangs isn't worth protecting. Back then, I thought I was in love with him. But that was just a foolish mistake. Now it's nothing but a black mark on my history. What a weak, worthless man. Enough already. Roy isn't anything like what you think he is. He said so himself. What more do you need? Why do you keep defending him? Unless, is he just a low-level thug? Either way, it doesn't matter to me. Roy. Are you really going to let her talk to you like this? I can't stand it. Fine. Should I just wipe out that underboss's family, then? What? What did you just say? You're going to wipe out my husband's family? Who do you think you are? Who am I? Yeah, I wonder. There's no way you could take down the Eldon family. Even if you were mafia, only something as big as the Sutherland family could pull that off. Well, looks like you know your stuff. Of course. My husband is the underboss of the Eldon family. That much should be common knowledge. So, your husband is the underboss of the Eldon family, huh? Well, this is getting interesting. That's what I said. What's so funny about it? Do you know what would happen if the Eldon family got taken down because of one foolish comment from a clueless wife? What? That's impossible. Even if, and I mean if, you were part of the Sutherland family, the only ones who could touch us would be an underboss or the boss himself. Anyone else doesn't even deserve a conversation. Yeah, you're right. See? That means you're not one of the big guys. Even if you really are mafia, you're probably just some grunt from a pathetic little family. Roy, a grunt? That's right. Maybe he's with the Corbin family or the Eaton family. Keep talking like that, and you'll regret it. Regret it? Don't be ridiculous. So, Roy, what are you really? If you're a corporate worker, why don't you tell Austin the truth? Let him know which boring company you work for and how dull your life is. It's sad watching him blindly believe in you like this. Or are you just scared to lose your fan and keep piling on the lies? Nah, it's nothing like that. Then tell me. What's your real identity? I looked at Erica. Her face was full of mockery. When I glanced at Austin, his eyes were serious, as if pleading for me to tell the truth. At that point, I realized there was no running away. I'm the boss of the Sutherland family. What? Erica's face went blank, completely stunned. For a moment, it made her look less beautiful. What did you just say? He said he is the boss of the Sutherland family. You're joking, right? I'm not. Oh, he's not lying. The others at the table looked shocked at this unexpected turn. After all, if I was really the boss of the Sutherland family, then all my talk about being a corporate worker had been a complete lie. Their confused expressions made sense. She didn't know whether to believe my old story or this new revelation. Then why didn't you say so from the start? If you're the boss of the Sutherland family, you should hold your head high. Why pretend to be a corporate worker? Do I really need to go around bragging that I'm in the mafia? Besides, I hate the look on people's faces when they find out. I'm still me. You know? You're acting all cool, but you're just scared, aren't you? There are perks to being in the mafia, you know. Yeah. Like what? But, how are you the boss? You're only 45. In a smaller organization, I could see bosses getting taken down or replaced quickly. But an organization as big as the Sutherland family? That's unheard of. I let out a small sigh. Why did I have to explain all this when I just come here to have drinks with my friends? But at this point, there was no turning back. If I stayed quiet, Erica would just keep pressing me. Do you remember my last name? No, not really. Sutherland. Huh? Sutherland? Was that your name? Yeah, Sutherland. In other words, I was born to take over. I just didn't expect it to happen this soon. Why? My husband said he couldn't become the boss while the current boss was still healthy. That's how it works. My old man believed that if he stayed as boss forever, it'd keep the younger guys from rising up. So he stepped aside and named me boss, while he took over as chairman. That's how I ended up with this heavy burden. That actually happens? It does. Trust me, I didn't expect it either. So you're saying you outrank my husband? Different families, Erica. There's no ranking between us. Is that why you're acting so confident? Does it look that way? Honestly, I'm stretched pretty thin. When you're the boss, you've got 15,000 members under you. It's my job to protect them. You know. I can see why the previous boss stepped down so quickly. But still, You only inherited the position from your father. My husband climbed his way up to underboss all on his own. That means my husband's stronger, right? Why do you sound so unsure of yourself? I'm not unsure. My husband's waiting for me, so I'll be going now. With that, Erica left our table. I occasionally spotted her sitting with her husband, drinking, but she seemed lost in thought, staring blankly into space. Later, I heard that things had taken a dramatic turn without me knowing. Apparently, when Erica got home, she had made a wild request of her husband, Jason. "Hey, Jason. Take down the boss of the Sutherland family, please." Huh? What's this out of nowhere? I ran into him at the bar earlier. The boss of the Sutherland family had the nerve to hit on me. And he knew I'm married to the Eldon family's underboss. Oh? He hit on you? Yeah. That guy even used to come after me back in the gang days. But I never paid him any attention because I thought he was just some boring civilian. Then today, I find out he's a mafia boss. The boss of the Sutherland family. He wouldn't stop pestering me to become his woman. That's unforgivable. Exactly. So take him down. I can't stand the thought of that creep coming after me again. I'm your wife, after all. Wait, are you saying you want me to take down the Sutherland family? Yeah, if you can. I'd prefer you crush the whole family. I see. But taking out the Sutherland family as a whole isn't realistic. Why not? The Eldon family is just as powerful as they are, isn't it? Not quite. Their numbers far outmatch ours. But if it's just the boss you're after, that's not entirely impossible. Really? Yeah, just him. After all, he's only human. Then do it. I'll never forgive him for living so smugly after this. All right. He dared hit on my woman, so I'll take care of it. The next day, I was walking alone down a back alley when a man appeared before me. In his hand was a steel pipe. Is this guy here to attack me? You're Roy, the boss of the Sutherland family? Why? If you know my name, does that mean you've come here to take me down? Yeah, of course I have. And why are you attacking me? Because you hit on my wife. Me? I did? That's right. And who are you? It's too dark to make out your face. At that, the man stepped forward. The light from a street lamp lit up his face. Wait, you're the underboss of the Eldon family. Yeah, that's right. So your wife is Erica? Don't you dare say my wife's name so casually. Sorry about that. But hey, we've known each other since we were kids. It's a habit to call her by name. I don't care if it's a habit or not. I'm not weak enough to let someone call my wife by her name without doing something about it. Fair enough, I get it. So, what exactly did she tell you? Tell me? What are you getting at? She said I hit on her, but I didn't. How is that possible? I heard you've been in love with Erica ever since you were a kid. I heard you've been pestering her for years. So that's what she's been saying. Hate to break it to you, but I've never been interested in Erica. No way I'd believe that. With a beauty like her, I can't imagine a man not falling for her. Is that supposed to be bragging? Look, I don't have time for this. I get it, you're crazy about her, so step aside. Unfortunately, I can't do that. You made a move on my wife, and I can't let it slide without spilling some blood. Listen, you're getting it wrong. I've never once made a move on your wife. That's impossible. Erica clearly said you were hitting on her and causing her trouble. I held back because I thought you were just some corporate worker. But yesterday I found out you're the boss of the Sutherland family. You know as well as I do. When someone in this line of work touches what isn't theirs, it doesn't end peacefully. It's Erica's request. I have no choice but to settle this. This is ridiculous. No matter how many times I tell you it's not true, you won't believe me, will you? Of course not. No matter what happens, my wife's word is the only thing I'll trust. I see. Sounds like you're head over heels for her. Yeah, that's right. So get ready. I'm not letting you walk away from this. Alright then. If talking's not going to settle this, I guess we've got no choice. I don't want trouble with the Eldon family. But if this is how it's gotta be, so be it. This is a fight between men. The families don't matter. Is that so? Alright then. Bring it. I pulled my hands from my pockets and got into position. The underboss swung the steel pipe straight at me. But something like that wasn't going to take me down. I countered his charge with a powerful kick. From there, it was an even fight. We punched each other, blow for blow, fighting until we were both out of breath. But in the end, of course, I came out on top. As Jason collapsed to the ground, I landed one final punch to his face, leaving him unable to move. Alright, it's over now. Damn it! The man cursed bitterly and called out Erica's name. From the shadows, the woman appeared. You were here the whole time? Erica. I'm sorry. In a drama, this would be the part where the woman rushes to her fallen man. But reality wasn't so kind. Erica looked down at him and spat. How could you lose to someone like this? You always said you were strong, that you earned the position of underboss with your own strength. And yet, you lost to a guy who only became boss because of his parents? I can't believe this. Don't say that, Erica. This guy's the real deal. Even I can't believe I lost to him. I don't want to hear your excuses. I want a strong man. How could you lose so completely? Hearing their argument, I decided this couldn't be left unresolved and called the boss of the Eldon family. He said he'd come right away. And true to his word, he arrived almost instantly. When he saw the man lying on the ground, he looked shocked. Jason. What happened to you? Boss. Why are you here? I got a call from Mr. Sutherland here, saying you were down and needed to be taken home. But I didn't expect this. I'm sorry. What the hell happened? Did you seriously attack Mr. Sutherland? I'm sorry. Do you even realize what you've done? If you make the Sutherland family our enemy, it'll be a disaster. I know that, but my wife said the boss of the Sutherland family was hitting on her, and I couldn't let that slide. The boss of the Sutherland family hit on your wife? Yeah, that's what she said. So I challenged him to a fight to defend my honor. Wait, does that even make sense? Huh? What do you mean? Mr. Sutherland, is what he's saying true? Not a chance. Back in the gang days, his wife asked me to date her, and I turned her down. That's the truth. I'm not the type to chase after a fish I already let go. That makes sense. I don't see the Sutherland family's boss having any trouble finding women. Exactly. Besides, I already have someone I've sworn to protect with my life. If I so much as looked at another woman and made her cry, I'd rather cut off my own manhood. You're kidding. But Erica said. Like I said, I wanted to explain this earlier. But you wouldn't listen to a word I said because you were too busy thinking I'd hit on your wife. Erica, what's the meaning of this? What do you mean, what's the meaning? He really did come on to me. Is that true? At first, she screamed back at her husband, saying, "Of course it's true. Don't you trust me?" I felt like my dignity was at stake. And now you don't believe me? You're the worst. But after being pressed over and over again, she finally confessed the truth. Fine, I lied. He never hit on me. You lied? What else was I supposed to do? I couldn't tell you that I fell for him as a kid and got rejected. And now I find out he's the boss of a bigger family than yours? My pride is shattered. I wanted you to beat him up for me. So, you ordered me around just to protect your pride. That's right. Isn't it a big deal? I was rejected. Me. How is that possible? I've worked so hard to maintain this beauty. And he still won't look at me. That's unforgivable. Erica. You're unbelievable. No, you're just as much of an idiot. You couldn't even see through your wife's lies. It's fine to love her, but think about who you're listening to. You're a damn fool. I'm so sorry. I just believed everything she said without questioning it. You don't think you're getting off easy, do you? No. I don't. One wrong move and this could have turned into an all-out war. Do you realize that? Your petty jealousy could have destroyed your entire family. I'm so sorry. Mr. Sutherland, I know this can't be brushed aside, but could we possibly settle this peacefully? All right. Let's settle this with money. That would be a relief. How much are we talking? Since you attacked the boss of the Sutherland family, let's say $500,000. Thank you for your generosity. You've got to be kidding me. What? $500,000? How the hell are we supposed to pay that? Am I supposed to pay it? No way. And there's no chance I'm giving that kind of money to him. Are you saying it's not enough? Shut up. $500,000 is merciful. The fact that the Eldon family isn't completely wiped out right now is the biggest blessing here. This is all your fault. You're the one who let this happen. What? Yeah. You're always bragging about how you earned your position as underboss and that no one could beat you. But you couldn't even touch him. I was humiliated as a kid because of him. Me. Everyone wants to date someone as beautiful as I am. But he rejected me just because he already had a girl. And now you want me to pay for this? That's ridiculous. Enough already. Can't you just be happy we're alive and the family's intact? Alive? I'm telling you, I've been humiliated again because of you. Do you realize what this means? The guy who embarrassed me back then is now the boss of the Sutherland family, while you're just some underboss. And you got beaten to a pulp after promising to take him down. Well, I didn't expect him to be that strong. I don't care. Weak is weak. Hey, Roy. What you did to me, I'll never forget. You shattered my pride forever. Yeah? Well, I'm sorry about that, but that's got nothing to do with this. Exactly. All right, Jason. Go get that $500,000 right now. Otherwise, it's your life on the line. Yes, sir. I'll make Erica pay the full amount. Why me? You're the one who lost the fight. Why should I pay for this? Take her to one of our family's businesses and let her work off $500,000. I'm begging you. Are you sure about that? She's your wife. At this point, I've had enough. She doesn't know her place, and I've run out of patience. Put her in one of the shops. At least there. The men will dote on her, and she'll finally be satisfied. True enough. She's a beauty. She's getting older, but she can earn $500,000 pretty quickly. All right, I'll arrange it. Mr. Sutherland, is that acceptable? Yeah, that works for me. You've got to be kidding me. Why should I have to do this? This is insane. Despite her protests, Erica was taken to one of the Eldon family's massage parlors to work off the debt. From what I've heard, she's been very popular. Her beauty draws in customers. and her high and mighty attitude attracts men who enjoy knocking her off her throne. As for her husband, Jason, he looked utterly crushed when he found out. But since he agreed to it, there was nothing he could do. Still, as valuable as she might be now, there'll come a day when her demand fades. And when that day comes, she'll inevitably return. Everyone thought so. 5 years passed. By then, at the age of 50 and worn down by a harsh lifestyle, Erica's skin had aged, and her value as a product had plummeted. Word came that she was being let go. So that means Erica will be coming back soon, right? Unable to hide his joy, Jason reportedly counted the days until her return. However, the next piece of news shattered him completely. Hey, Jason. About your wife. She fell ill just before she was about to finish paying off the debt. So, Erica. Sorry, but she's passed on to the next world. No, it can't be. Devastated, the man now spends his days at her grave, tormented by regret.